Hello. Oops. Stop there a second. Yeah. Let me just do a quick couple of checks to make sure everything's okay. I never know how to do like the greetings. It's like hello, hello. I don't know. Sounds good to me. I never know how to do like the greetings. Hello, hello. I don't know. It's him. You make me sound like someone who should not be named Martin. And like, it's him. He's here. Everyone run. Oh god. Don't know what makes it sound like. But yes, hello. We are here for a yapping session today. Who we are here today? We have Stan 1 and Stan 2. Two Stanleys. Well, just the one, but... And we have my moderator, Mr. Martin Bradley, and we have Isaac, and anyone else who is just chilling. Hello! Hello, hello, hello! How is it going? Hope we're all having a good Saturday. Saturday. What have I done this Saturday? I've done a lot. I've woken up late. I woke up late, went for a walk, went to the shops, came back home, did some animating, had a nap, eating food, and now we're here. It's Bendamort. That just sounds like Bender from Futurama just became a wizard or something. It's Bendamort. Kiss my shiny metal ass. So I'm going to a LEGO convention in Bentley. Ooh, interesting. I've actually got another LEGO convention this time next week, actually. So that's pretty exciting stuff. Exciting to go and see, but also very nerve-wracking because my wallet. My poor wallet is not going to have a good day, unfortunately. Well, maybe it'll be alright, I don't know. We'll wait and see on that one, Chief. But how are we all? How has your Saturday been? Has it been good? Hopefully it's been good. Benmod's magic focus is bending his opponent's spells. You know, that would definitely be an interesting one. Rip Wallet, yep. I don't know if anyone's seen. I think Martin sent it to me, and actually another friend sent it to me as well. There was this video on Instagram of someone in like the Lego store, and she's like trying to anticipate his wallet after obviously being drained. Which I thought was quite funny. It's like, yeah, that could very well be me next week. Could very well be me. Because I'm very guilty of buying all the stuff at the moment, because the newer stuff certainly isn't doing it for me. So, you're doing very well. Good. Good. That's what we like to hear. That is what we like to hear. Ugh. And I have to say, I did done some animation stuff, and I unfortunately think that I got right here. I don't know if you can hear this. But unfortunately, I do think my main camera, the Canon camera that I have, is dying. I thought we had a bit of a scare at the start of the year, and I thought I fixed it, but no, I think the camera is just old, and it just doesn't work very well. Don't really know what else to do. Maybe, I don't know. It's weird. It's not a wire connection problem because I can plug in this webcam that I've used to animate a couple of times and no issues. Absolutely none. Absolutely none. So, unfortunately, this camera, I think, is on its last legs. My day was beginning the LEGO Mario Kart set. I'm 5 bags in. Oh! I do forget that set's actually quite a big one, actually. Quite big. Actually, how big is it? Let me give a Google. Your day started off waking up at 10 AM. Lucky you. Wish I could be having lines like that, but my brain won't let me sleep past 8:30 no matter what time I go to bed. Which is more than a bit frustrating. Mario Kart Lego. I don't actually know how many pieces are in that set, so I'm kind of curious. Stay in browser, please. Let's have a look. How many pieces are in this thing? Not gonna tell me, Mr. Lego. No, usually it would sell. No, phone doesn't want to tell me, but I'm gonna guess it's at least 1,500 to 2,000 pieces. Oh, the 7. Oh, yeah, that's. Wow, that's big. Holy moly, that's big. Damn. Just realized as well, all the new stuff, all the new wave for the summer sets is coming out. Not next week, the week after. Interesting. I was up until 10 AM watching Star Wars last night. I then got a swimming pool for a late night swim while it was storming. You own a swimming pool? Lucky you, good sir. I bet that swimming pool's come in pretty good. It has come in pretty good use during the last week, during that heat wave. Oh, that would have been so nice. Just the thought of what the weather was like this time last week and just thinking a swimming pool would be so good. It'd be so good. But I don't have that luxury, unfortunately. Damn. Very, very nice. Ooh. Yeah, no, new stuff. We've got a brick show next week, and then I got new stuff coming out the week after. Though, to be fair, there's probably not a lot I'm going to buy, at least not at its retail price anyway. So, do you know also, do you want to know something kind of hilarious that I looked up on that new clone Juggernaut? So you know it's a £140 set / $160 set. It only has 6 bags. 6 bags. You heard that? You heard that right? 6 bags. 6 bags. No bueno. No bueno. That is bad. Very, very bad. Once like America has dusted, my sights are set on eventually buying Lego Soundwave. Ah, okay. Nice. Only 6. Apparently it's only 6. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty certain I've heard it's only 6 bags. I'm pretty certain I've heard it's only 6 bags. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain it's only 6 bags. Which is shocking. Just to drill in just how shocking that one is, I tell ya. Bro, I love an actual pool. Mate, I'd love an actual pool. I would love an actual pool. That'd be amazing, especially after the heat wave that we've had. Demo superior, Ben inferior, bro. How dare you? How dare you, sir? How dare you? Oh gosh. It'll be interesting to see. I don't actually know what other stuff is coming out in the summer outside of Star Wars, to be completely honest, so I could be in for some shocks. But to be completely honest, I might just save all my money and just blow the budget that I was gonna have for the newer stuff on all the things at the show next week. And that's what I'm kind of tempted to do. Tempting! But whether or not I do, I don't know. We'll see. Tell me if it's always superior. I cannot deny that. Just double checking what the Lego Soundwave actually was, because on my mind is oh, it's a transformer, right? Sorry, yeah, I thought it was. My bad. I just kind of like heard the sound my superior benefit. I'm just kind of like sound wave. It's just kind of like why is my brain just not figuring it out? And I realized, oh yeah, the new transformer thing that was revealed. Oh, it's your favorite transformer? Oh, right, nice. Oh yeah, I found a post. It was the release of the original trilogy in cinemas and was from 1996. Oh, nice. That's cool. Very, very nice. So that Soundwave must be one thing that's coming out. The Deception logo was based on his original toy head. Oh, that's pretty cool. Again, Transformers. I'm not that knowledgeable of Transformers, really, as I said, apart from outside like Optimus Prime and is it Bumblebee, the yellow one? Do say if I'm wrong. I don't know. I really have no idea right now on the top of my brain. Yeah, it's interesting. It's one of those shows. It's one of those shows as a kid I just never really watched, because I think usually when it was, it usually wasn't on when I was watching other stuff. So I just never really had a chance. I never really just had that chance to watch it, to be completely honest. So yeah, I don't know. When I think of like old like children's shows from like the 60s and 70s, for some reason the thing that pops into my mind is the Thunderbirds, the puppet, the one with the puppets, not anything else, not the live action film or the crappy CG film or the crappy CG series. The puppet ones. Oh, that was good. That was good. Those puppet series, like I said, that Stingray and what's the other one? Tracy something? I can't remember. I can't 100% remember. Some people, you guys can help me, I'm sure. As we need to take Ben to Transformers learning class. make a stream out of it. I bring Isaac and Martin into a call and they teach me Transformers lore. Ben, can you make a special fig bar for this stream? I mean, I could do. I could get some figures out, I suppose. Well, actually, one thing I could do. Actually, 1 second. Because I actually got some things out. Oh. What I have got here is some of the Imperial Army Troopers, or the Imperial Security Troopers, the one dressed in black. I can't 100% remember. I got them armed with some very nice looking Brickarms blasters. The like the really much longer barreled version of the E11. No idea what it is. I think they're called E10s or something like that. E10 blasters, so they're like the thing in the middle for coming against it, and there's some other stuff here. I've built like the sniper fellow from the from Andor, from the Gorman massacre, the one that was sneaking, who snipes the poor Imperial soldiers, and then got a lot of others killed as well. You need to make a minifig of Isaac unless he wants to be Gonk. Gonk! Shall I specifically name this Gong droid Isaac? Maybe come up with like some kind of, because usually, is that right, Tank Trooper thingy from Andor? It is. It's an alternate build from the. It's an alternate build from the Sith, the 25th anniversary Sith Infiltrator that came out. You can find the instructions. You can find the instructions for this on Rebrickable. But I can link to the guy's Instagram if you would like to see how to build one of those. It's very, very good. I could certainly try and build a figure for Isaac if you'd like. It just depends what style and things would he like. Because I've got oh hang on, I need to get the price. Oh, got like a container full of all the figure parts. Oh, you're planning to build that? Ooh, nice. Oops, some parts fell out. Here we have Martin with his green top and his Scout Trooper helmet, as he ever so requested. He requested that one. I don't know. It feels like at this point. I was not gonna lie. I saw on his channel and I made his Blue Ghoul build. Oh, cool. I haven't actually seen that one. But what I was saying, ever since probably in like the last year or so, not to say that I'm not just a statement. I'm not saying that I'm the one who started this whole Star Wars like helmet on top of a normal torso. I'm not saying I started that, but I have noticed since my channel's kind of grown a little bit, I've noticed more and more channels popping up with this kind of similar style. It's just kind of like, was that me? I don't know. I don't think so, but it's just funny. It's just something funny to see. Something very, very funny to see. I should really have my Lego form as a YouTube profile picture. I could send you some photos of this one if you want. Oops, thanks any cent. As I said, I believe the term for like these figures are sig figs. I think they're called. I don't actually know what sig stands for particularly, but like self-inserted figure or something like that. I don't know. I'm not so sure. I don't really know. Oh, you hit enter hat extender. Yep, no, I can understand that. It'd be so funny though. If you did change your profile picture to them on, because some people would be really confused, because a certain streamer has mentioned before that she gets very confused when regular viewers change their profile picture and they're just kind of like, who are you? And they're like, oh my god, it's him. And he's giving in the background similar to yours. Oh yeah, just a plain background. I can work with that, so I'm sure I can do that. Unfortunately, I've given your character blue trousers and a green jumper, which is going to make it very difficult to sort out on a green or blue screen. So that's going to be interesting. So I'll work something out. I meant to say if I had a figure, I'd have black pants, trousers, a purple shirt, and a stormtrooper helmet. Well, that's our problem. That is. Or what stormtrooper helmet though? Most recent one, or like the 2015 one, or just a random one? The sig figs are actually kind of amusing, because there's one video from Lofty Studios, who I've mentioned before, I think, and he did a stop motion video, and he had a lot of guests. He had like a lot of other like brick filmers in his video of like their sig figs. And I spotted me in there as well, and he actually had that helmet as well, and it's just like, oh my god. Because usually when most people try to recreate obviously me when they're doing stuff, they always have a different helmet, or like the oldest one that they have, but not this like mustache trooper, as I call it, which is quite funny. I think it's quite amusing. It's quite fun to see, and also it's just fun to see them do that anyway. Probably the classic one. You can't copy me. You're not allowed. You can't copy me. Not allowed. I have copyrighted this helmet. I have copyrighted the helmet. I'm making merch of it now. You're not allowed. You know, technically. I don't know, that would be a really interesting thing of like making. And not to say that I will, because I don't think I ever would. But making like merch based on this kind of thing. It's just kind of like, would I really get done? Because I mean, technically, while this is a design for a stormtrooper helmet, it's not like the official one. It's kind of like obviously quite an old one, so I don't know if I don't know. That's an interesting one. Okay, a second classic one. I'm joking. If you want to use a classic, you use it, mate. It's not a problem. It's just funny. You know me, I like to have a laugh. If you wanted to be extra rare though, you should have like a phase. You should have like a classic like phase 2 clone trooper or the phase 1 clone trooper. That could be quite funny. Egg. Egg. I don't quite know what that means. What was I saying before that? I feel like I was rambling about something, but I forgot. I'm very forgetful. Blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah. Idea in your mind now. Oh yeah, progress is coming along with the streaming channel. Some stuff there's some animation stuff I might need to redo. Still haven't really found. Oh, I say I haven't found. I haven't actually. I haven't put out like a message asking of I haven't actually put out a message about like trying to commission someone for like a BGM thing. I'd like to. But my problem is I am too scared to put that out on... I'm too scared to put that out on places like Twitter because I know it's just going to get swamped by bots. And it's just like, ugh. But, it is it's progressing. I got, I think I did do one version of it, but I think I'd like to try and redo it again. I think one with a camera that isn't going to break. That would be a bonus. You do like classic phase 2? I do as well. The classic like phase 1 and phase 2 clones. I said it might be nostalgia that blinds me, but I just like them. I just think of when I think of Lego clone troopers, like those are the Lego clone troopers. At the end of the day, it's just what I think. Humble opinion. Do not judge me. It's just how it is. But yeah, no, the streaming channel is coming along nicely. I'm thinking, and obviously this is for the people in here right now. All you guys in there. But I'm hoping to do a announcement. I'm hoping to put out an announcement video about it hopefully next week, maybe next Friday. Might put it out, and I'm hoping to say debut. I sound like a freaking VTuber now. But I'm hoping to start using that channel hopefully in the middle of August. I'll have obviously I'll set out a proper date for it. Obviously, I do know a music producer, but they mostly do electrical music. Okay. Well, I mean, some of the Groovatron stuff in here is kind of that kind of electrical-y jazz, kind of jazzy rock kind of thing. But maybe, I mean, by all means, Martin, if you want to, you can, if you want to give me if you want to send me a link to them, and I can have a listen of their stuff and see from there. But not, if anything, I might just. Please tell me the video has a press conference background. To be fair, I was thinking, man. I was thinking on doing like. Oh no, I can't. That just sounds so bad. Like all the big announcement, videos that VTubers like to do, especially ones when they're gonna graduate. I was gonna kind of do it in a similar style like that, but it just looks super dramatic and like doom and gloom, and I'm just kind of like, would that be cruel? Would that be cruel? I don't know. I feel like with a lot of announcements, like generally probably because I'm kind of outside of the VTuber sphere in terms of my channel here at the moment, Your dad plays guitar, if that helps. Appreciate it, but might need something a little bit more than that. But I appreciate that, Stan. You fool, you did. I mean, I haven't made it yet. I haven't made it yet. I was say that's the same mind. I'm debating on it. I haven't done any. I've only written out the script on what I'm going to say. It is going to be a short. It's going to be a short video. It's not going to be long. I'm not planning on keeping it very long anyway. But it's yeah. No, I thought about doing that. I'm just kind of like, I feel like generally that people, I think people when they see announcements on my channel, are just going to be like, oh my god, it's going to be good stuff. And then they're like, people in the VTuber community are just going to get flashbacks. But generally, it's not really a bad announcement, is it? It's just kind of like I'm still here. It's just all of this is just going to be on another channel. It's like it's not like I'm disappearing, you know. To be fair, there have been some VTubers who use graduation format to announce mundane stuff. True, that is true. That is quite funny. Oh dear. Should talk about that, but it's fun. And I have actually, I don't know, a part of me as well. My god, light bulb. It's just us both in the video in suits. I'm just there, silently posing as your manager. I could do that. I could definitely do that. I'll get you in some kind of fancy suit. I know. I wasn't really planning on doing actually really animating much. It was just gonna be just something silly and simple. But now I kind of want to do something silly. But now I just want to kind of do something like that now because it'd be kind of funny. Gosh, as I was saying before, I'm kind of half tempted to do some kind of lore video, but I don't know whether or not to do that. I don't know whether or not to do that for the new channel or for if I eventually debut a VTuber. Oh, it could be fun. It could be funny. It's I got one of the 187th command that says airborne clone helmets and rubs the purple parts, so I have a plain airborne clone now. Oh, that's nice. You can get a plain one from is it Grandpa Clone Customs? They do plain airborne troopers, but that's if you're. That just depends whether or not you're that bothered by custom orders. To be fair, their helmets are usually pretty good. The Grandpa Clone ones, they're pretty similar in style to the clones that Lego released now, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The airborne ones are pretty neat. I kind of like the airborne troopers more. The Purge troopers designs, I think they look kind of better. And we're silly people, be silly. The upside to being silly, I have all reasoning. I have more reasons to be silly than not. If I wasn't being silly, you guys would probably be concerned about me. It's just kind of like, Ben, are you okay? It's like, you should be being silly right now. Blink twice if you're okay. Not that you can see me anyway, because 1, my face is up here, and 2, I wear a helmet. Not that you can see, but you know. You know. Oh my lord. I have a Lonnie Bonnie minifigure in here. Anyone? I'm sure most people in here might know Lonnie. She sometimes pops into my chat, and there's a storytime animator as well. She's been working on some things, which is pretty cool. Maybe I should get an early word for it. We'll take your word for it. Benno, the animated movie, the origin story. Yes, sir. I have generally got an idea for it. I've got just a really simple, basic idea. But it would be there'll be some nice lore. That is another video. I'd also like to make a video on how I came up with the concept of like my sig fig. Because it's quite a funny story on how he came to be. Some DC news. After the success of Superman, DC Studios are making the introductions to the DCU's Batman and Wonder Woman a priority. Ooh. Damn, that movie was good. Also, hello everyone. Hello, Ice. Welcome. So Superman. I'm seeing Superman on Monday, so I'm glad that it has been generally well received. When he said that, all I could imagine was you living day to day with a Stormtrooper helmet, and everyone else is just wondering what the hell you're doing. I have got a lot of reason as to why my guy wears a helmet. It wouldn't make much sense. It wouldn't make too much sense with certain things that I've done, and especially if it was gonna make this little video to debut. To debut as like a VTuber. If it was. But basically the idea that I had is that the reason that he wears the helmet all the time is that all the Stormtroopers have blank faces. They just have blank heads. So underneath this would just be a blank yellow head, so he's just kind of like, well, I'm just going to keep my helmet on now all the time. You know? That was the original plan for that, because I thought that could be quite funny. Use the guy next to your Lego version. This is Martin. This is the version that Martin wanted to be. This is how Martin wanted to be. He said he wanted a green jumper and a Scout Trooper helmet. And that's what he's got. And he's him. So yeah, no, so that would be the lore reason as to why my guy doesn't take off his helmet. I generally think, I was just kind of like, oh, that's a big brain. Big brain. Why Stormtroopers don't remove their helmets? Why, especially the old ones, is because they don't have a face. Oh, big brain. Big brain. But also, that idea also kind of contradicted with one of the story ideas I kind of come up with now, so that likely won't be a reason. That likely won't be a lot of reason now, so. Ben takes off his helmet and the rest of the Stormtroopers looking amazing due to the fact he actually has a face. Yeah. Good dude. Because my guy only has a generic. I like to keep my character kind of having like generic, kind of like do I have them here? I do have some. Hang on a minute. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just grabbing some heads. Where are they? There we go. Oops. I knocked something off. But it's like the basic design, Crazy Ben is creating a Lego army out of us. But essentially, really, the idea is that my face is meant to be kind of like the generic kind of like Emmett kind of face. Hence why it's dead. So it's just a simple like the black pupils, etc. Nothing more. Just a really simple design, and that's what these Emmett heads are really good because they got great expressions. You have great expressions on them. Something James Gunn made clear is that they're not fast tracking their projects. It was just decided to work more on Batman and Wonder Woman. I mean, that's good. It's good that they're taking their time with it. But essentially, yeah, that's the basic premise of what I don't know, are you guys interested in like you guys interested in me rambling about what ideas I would have if I were to turn him into a VTuber model? You guys interested to hear what I have? Because I have notes. I actually have notes for what I want, which is what's also probably a bit mental. and crazy. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome. And you're living your dream. Bum, 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 bum. Allah. I know. I have a lot of really funny ideas, but it's just more whether or not they're gonna be actually doable. I wouldn't mind learning. I can certainly say a couple of ideas. So, let us hear. I know I've had thoughts of what I do. Ooh. So essentially, oops, can I get this hair piece off? Hang on a second. Me sitting around the campfire for men's notes. A cat as an accessory. I should, really. That's a very good point. Right, so the idea I had was the general look. Let me just move this light over so you guys can see him a bit better. Oops, I say that and it looks pretty bad. But the general gist is that this would be the rough look of his face. You know, just very generic, very Emmett style. Probably a different hairpiece. I'm not quite sure what hairpiece I'd go with. Oh, actually, hang on. I can find a hairpiece. 1 second. Give me a moment. I think I have. There was one somewhere. I don't know where it is though. I have too many pieces. This is a problem. Ugh. I don't really have too much. Ah, here we go. I mean, probably not that exact head, because I realize it's basically Emmett. So this would probably be the hairpiece I would go with. It's like the the Clone Wars Anakin kind of head hairpiece. That's probably the general look I would probably go for. But I have this idea of because especially with a lot of VTuber models, is that a lot of the rigging and stuff kind of goes into the actual hair. But what I would now I want your guys' general opinions on this, like say if you think it's stupid or that's actually brilliant. But how I'd want my hair to move is not like how traditional hair would move. All I'd want for the rigging of the hair is just for it to move. Is for it to move like left or right like that, just like Lego hair. Just like Lego hair. That's all the hair rigging I would want. So it's kind of like, so if I like move over there, the hair just kind of bobbles around like that. Just kind of bobbles like to side to side. I don't know why. It's just something like that. And I was like, it's very stupid, but it's also brilliant because that's just how a Lego's hair would move. You know? And generally speaking, it's like, because the reason I'd say it would be relatively simple, the rigging would be relatively simple, because like the figures would literally move how they would move in a game. So like their bodies might twist a little bit, obviously the legs and the arms move, etc. But the actual clothing, there wouldn't be any rigging for the actual clothing pieces because Lego figures don't have that unless they have a cape. Yeah, so no, unless my character has a cape, there wouldn't really be any kind of flowy clothing. I think that one is better. than the first one for stop motion. Oh yeah, no. I think this is the general. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the time in the stop motions, I have the helmet on anyway, so you don't really see the full kind of look for it. Wait, you have hair? I thought you was bald. I have hair. My character has hair. Because I figured, let's go. I'm going to jump up your hair. It detaches for a second. I did think of having like a a toggle for like the character, for my character to kind of break apart, and then a second toggle to kind of build it back up again, just like in the complete Saga game. I thought that could be quite funny. But essentially, the rigging for it would be really simple. Where I'd want all like the rigging would be in the face. I'd really want like very simple rigging for like the actual movements of my character, but the face I'd want really good rigging, so I could do all sorts of silly faces. And the reason I have what I also have is a toggle to have the helmet on kind of like this, so you can still see the mouth, but it just kind of covers the top half. It covers like the top half of my head, but you can still wear the helmet, and then obviously with like another toggle, helmet comes off, and then you've got my full face again. You've got my full face with with the hair. And little known fact, this is actually accurate. That is actually, the hair is actually quite accurate to my hair now. Why is it really hard to speak English at the moment? Holy. I don't know why it's so hard, but it's hard. And yeah, that's the basic premise that I've got. That's the general idea that I have for what I would do for my model if I was to get one rigged. I just don't know if anyone would be interested in doing it, really. And it would be also depend how much they would charge. Because a part of me, and again, I'm trying to, gonna be careful what I say, because obviously I don't want to be bringing any bad vibes to any of the to any like VTuber designers or riggers and whatnot. But I would think that the designing and the rigging wouldn't be as complex for what I've suggested, apart from like the face. It wouldn't be as complex as like an actual like proper anime, anime inspired model, because of all the stuff. That is my mindset anyway. That is what I would like. Basic premise, basically this with the hair swivels side to side, and it just kind of, the body moves just as the figure would in the complete Saga games. Helmet pops on and off with a toggle. And yeah, hello Solo Studio, welcome. We're just kind of rambling about what I would do, how I turn my figure into like a little VTuber avatar model kind of thing, like the general idea I would do. And that would basically be it, I reckon. Nothing too complex, nothing too crazy, just something very, very simple and fun. I'll put that hair back on Mon Mothma now, as I just took this is the only where I know where the headpiece is on my Mon Mothma figure. That's the only one I knew for sure where it was, but need to find another one of those hair pieces, especially if I'm going to use that. In the future. Oh no, I was the one who wanted the animated clone piece. I'm sure he remembers. Or maybe what I do is my face is inspired by the Clone Wars animated style, the Lego style. No, I'm joking. Absolutely not. Those faces are way too cursed. Definitely cannot do that. That would be bad. That would be very, very bad. That would be very, very bad. And just incredibly cursed. Ooh. He doesn't remember. He erased the animated Clone Trooper's face from his memory. He erased it. It's all gone. It is no more. It is no more. It is gone, dusted. No more. No more, no less. Kind of thing. Actually, I don't think I've actually set my chat up properly. Got on top chat, but not live chat. So I don't know if I missed messages. I apologize. I usually keep my chat on live chat rather than top, because for some reason, because the top chat will leave out certain messages as it considers spam. Mate, now I remember why I don't want to remember. I'd like to have a collection of all the ICS figures. ICS? My brain is having a fumble at the moment. ICS, can you remind me of that, Stan? My brain has just completely gone. It is not working. Can't think. He's back now. Yeah, no. I'll probably, as I said, I can only really consider doing the VTuber thing. That says Elsie. Oh, Elsie. Oh, Lego Complete Saga. Lego Complete Saga. Is that what it is? 1 second. Sorry. I was trying to talk about something there. Silly man. Oh, I don't know. It looked like a capital I. How am I supposed to know? But Ben, have you seen the post about all that vintage? Oh shoot, no, I didn't. I didn't get a notification. I didn't get a notification for being tagged in that, which was weird. I'll have a look at it after the stream. For some reason, I didn't get any notifications. I got none for some reason. Oh, yeah, Lego Complete Saga. It would be pretty cool to try and get hold of some of the Lego Complete Saga figures. Some of them would be very, very expensive. I'm trying to think of ones that would be really, really expensive. I think apart from Palpatine, the expensive one, one of the expensive ones would be the original Greedo. Trying to get hold of that would be interesting. It would be funny if his stop motion cam would jump scare us. Oh, Solo, you shouldn't be giving me ideas. You shouldn't be giving me ideas. My moderator is also going to kill me. My moderator would literally kill me if I do that. I don't really want him to quit because he's my only moderator. Here we go. Phase 1 clone, because I just got him out. Got the OG one out at the moment. Managed to nab. I had two of these guys, but I managed to get another. I managed to nab another 2 of these guys off of eBay for a relatively good price, which is not true. Which isn't too shabby. It's really quite funny with these clones, because really the only thing that's unique with this one compared to the Phase 2 ones is that it's just the helmets. Like, this is literally the same legs, torso, head as the Phase 2 one. It's literally just a helmet. So the helmets are the most expensive thing. Django Fett and all the ones that guys like. Oh, Django Fett as well. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yay, they are expensive. They are. You're probably looking at the very least. You're probably looking at about 15 quid for each one of these, at least, unless they're sun damage, etc. But I have a couple. I do have a couple, and I do. I feel like every time I do one of these. I feel like every time I do one of these streams now, I always just get like figures out. Okay, so there we go. You can have a phase 2 one there as well. To put beside each other. I have €100 and I can only buy like 10. Pretty much. I mean, it just depends where you get them. I just realized some of the printing is probably not quite as refined. No, technically, yeah, no, the printing is a bit different. It's not as. A little bit more refined on the phase 2, but not by a whole lot, actually. That's interesting. I mean, hell, even if you wanted to army build these guys have become quite expensive now. They're probably about £8 to £10 each now. So, unless you were fortunate enough to have a bunch of them as a kid or buy them in bulk when they were cheap, it's like trying to get a bunch of them now. It's not going to be easy. It is crazy. On Bricklink, yeah, on Bricklink. I mean, you can buy some help. Some people might have some of the helmets for sale. If they're much more. Well, they're about 50. I'd say probably the average price of these. The average price for these phase 1s, I would say, is about 15 quid ish. You'd be very lucky to find them for less than 15. That is what I will say for that. Most people typically are selling these guys off for about 20. The phase 2 ones going for about £8 to £10 nowadays. The ones with extra detail on them, obviously a bit more expensive. A little bit more expensive, like the Green Boy right here. And so it's one thing that it's absurd to me with some of the collectors. With some collectors, with what they try to sell, they will try to sell figures. Especially they'll try. I've seen a couple ones online for these guys. I've seen a bunch of people trying to sell these that are very badly sun damaged, like really, really badly sun damaged to the point it's like you wouldn't even think they were white anymore. They tried to sell them sun damage, and they still tried to sell them for like £40. You're just kind of like, you wouldn't, if those sun damaged clones like that, you'd be lucky if you sell them for 20. Like, no one's gonna buy that, spend that much for them. Like, these guys are rare, but like not that rare. It's crazy. Where else can you buy them? eBay. eBay is a good one to have a look at. And saying eBay is the one where I can buy. As I said, I was able to get 2 of these off of eBay for about 25. I think I managed to get them. I think I got 2 of them for. So just a little bit less than the £15 each that I had said before. But if anything, if you have a bunch of these phase 2 clones, all you really need to try and get is just the helmets. The helmets for these guys, because like the torsos are completely the same, so you just need the helmets more than anything. But yeah, no, Bricklink, eBay, any secondhand stores that might be selling them, perhaps. But those are your best options, I would say. LBM Studio has like 11,000 on the face. 11,000 on the face one? Holy shoot. Might have to go in 5 minutes. No, it's fine. It's not a problem. No worries. No worries at all. I must admit, I've been having to sell a lot of my I have been selling quite a lot of stuff on eBay recently because I need to... Well, one, I need to make space, and two, I just got too much of it, so I'm feeling better off just selling a lot of the stuff. I'm selling a lot of crap actually as well. I sold a lot of I sold a bunch of, and now this might surprise some people, but probably not so much because I'm a nerd. But once upon a time, I used to collect and paint Warhammer. And anyone asks, it was just a Warhammer fantasy, and wasn't really a Warhammer 40,000/40k person. I like the fantasy, and I was a high elf. I collected the high elves. They were my favourite. Love their designs. What should I look under on eBay? For looking for these? Just type in... Oh, you're looking at my shop. I mean, you can look at my... You can look there if you want, but I'm just staying for record. I don't post... I do not post... outside of the UK. So if you're in Europe, I wouldn't be able to do that. Sure, I might just purchase some stuff. I'll figure out it. I might put it up at another time. I will wait and see, first of all. Wait and see. Put up at a later time. You do have to go. No worries. No worries. Thank you for stopping by, Stan. I hope you have a good Saturday. And take care of yourself. My brother would have loved to have met you in your Warhammer phase. Oh, is your brother a Warhammer fantasy person? You should ask him if he's interested, because I'm sending off my Warhammer because I've got no use for it anymore. It's just kind of in the top of my shelf, just collecting dust. So I only ever played 4K, but I'd love to get the Lizard Men if I played fantasy. Oh, the Lizard Men were cool. Lizard Men were unique. They were very, very cool. Oh, if I do. Oh, my bad. I misread your message. Sorry, Stan. My bad. I misread it. I didn't. For some reason, the first word in your sentence just didn't register to me for some reason. My brain just blanked out. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, sorry, sir. It's just I have tried to post stuff like outside the UK before, but it just got too much of a hassle, and I'm just kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to stick to posting locally in my country. There's nothing personal. It's just easier for me. Much easier for me. I don't know what specific Warhammer series he likes. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. He's back. He is back indeed, Mr. B Bandits. B Bandits. I don't okay. I feel like I should. I feel like I recognize you, but also I don't. But either way, hello. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Hope all is good. And what should I look for P1 2000 Animate? I mean, I would just type in for this. Just type in Lego Star Wars Clone Trooper. Clone Trooper Phase 1. That's what I would type in. That's what I did. What's your eBay called? I must know. I can't actually remember what the actual username is, because it's like they always make it like under something, so I can't remember the exact user. We gave you a clue. I'm sending a small Clone Trooper bundle at the moment. I've got that on there that ends in 4 days if you want to have a look at that. I was on the OG Star Wars big stream. I finished this. Oh! Sorry, yes, I remember you now. I'm so sorry, I remember. Sorry, my brain was not there. Sorry, I do remember you now, because you had a big lot of Lego you were sorting. Sorry, I do remember. Sorry, B. Oh god. Ooh-wee. My memory is bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing good. I hope all is good and all is well. All is well. My brother does like Magic the Gathering, though. He recently taught a friend of his how to play that poor soul. I actually used to play Magic the Gathering as well. I've got like a box of I got like a box of cards. I don't know if they'll be really worth much, and that might be enough. That might be another thing to throw on eBay. That might be another thing to throw on eBay at the moment in time. Now I have to know. They're not. It's not OG. For the record, it's not OG ones. It's old ones that I'm selling. The problem is with eBay is that sometimes it can have details on there that I probably wouldn't want people to know on stream. That's the only thing. I don't quite know. That's the only reason why I'm a bit skeptical about setting the eBay thing, is that I just don't quite know what details revealed. I know obviously it's got the general. I know it's got like the general area of where you, or where you're based, etc. Which that's fine, but I just don't know about the other details. That's the only problem. That is the only problem. I recently pre-ordered the new Sonic the Hedgehog theme Magic the Gathering cards from him. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, Magic the Gathering. They do like a lot of theme stuff, because they did a Walking Dead one a few years ago, which I thought I generally thought that was pretty cool, and I would have actually been kind of half tempted to go for that. I think that would have been pretty cool. I wonder what I should have a look at my Magic the Gathering stuff. I don't actually know what cards I have. I just know I got a box. I just know I have a box full of them. Got a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards as well. Jeez. I just basically got so much crap up in my wardrobe that I just need to sort. Yeah, I think they even did. Oh, they did. Oh, that's hilarious. They did a Deadpool one as well. That's great. Oh, you have to link me the Sonic one, mine, because I'm actually curious to. I'd be kind of curious to see that. Actually, sounds pretty cool. When I think about it. That's really neat. Very, very neat. Oh, Ashley, Stan. Now I'm sorting the things I've sorted. Lego stonks. You're doing extra sorting. Well, I'll tell you what I can do is, if people are looking for me on eBay, these are the guys that I'm selling. Whoop. 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 Now it's out. Those are the ones that I'm selling. I'll go and check most of the car packs have already been sold out. Oh yeah, no, I'm not interested in buying them. No, I just want to see them. Just kind of them to see. So, I don't know. The problem, as I said, the problem is that I don't know. There's a good chance. I don't think it is, actually. Oh, it signed me out. Never mind. Signed me out on there. Jack 14. No, Jack 14 isn't in there. It's one of the it's one of like the Special Forces clone troopers that was part of like that series as well. I do have Jack 14. I do have Jack 14. If you want to see him, I do actually have him. One, I am tempted to sell him because again, he's like there's like I don't have a reason to kind of keep all of him. Promise I won't show up at your house at 3 AM. It doesn't give my full address anyway. I mean, the thing that I could potentially do is that if I do put my username in there, is I did put the username in there, just remove it. I'm not sure. I don't know. Makes me too nervous. I would, but it just makes me too nervous. I'm sorry. I mean, it's not bad, but ugh. So yeah, it does look good. Just send you the link on Discord. Oh, I'll have a look. Should I pay 84 for what of those of the first of the original phase ones? For those two, no. But for four of them for 84, no, I wouldn't. That's a bit much, I would say. Alright, the name of the auction, and just don't, as I said, just for the record, don't put the name of it in a chat, please, because I will just, if you do, I will bonk you. The name of the auction is Lego Star Wars Clone Trooper minifigures bundle plus spares. Alright, that's the one. That's the auction. That is the auction, you have been told. Oh, they're doing Discord's doing a watch along or something. I'm curious to see this one. You know, I have an obsession when you start buying. You know, I have an obsession when you start buying organizing containers. Yeah, no, I understand that. Drink non-essential, please. Oh! Seriously. Oh, that's really cool. What? Oh, I love that. That actually looks so cool. Oh, that's really neat. I actually really like that. Any deals? Combat damage from opponent deals. That's actually really cool. What? That looks wicked. That actually looks really good. I love the art and everything on it, and the actual like effects, like that super form staving is actually really. It's not like overpowered, but it's pretty cool. I can't find a specific one, but it's led to many great bundles. It's in, as I said, it's in there. Like look for one that has a couple of shock troopers. The special forces of clone trooper. There should only be how many figures are in there? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only like 6 figures and a couple of parts, if that helps. 6? Yeah, 6. But no, as I said, you can get quite lucky on eBay with a lot of bundles, because that's usually how I find a lot of good deals for minifigures. It definitely makes a It can definitely make a difference from a lot of things, especially if you're just trying to find, even if it's like a bundle of, like say it's a bundle of 20 figures and there's only like 3 of them that you want, but you manage to get it for a good price. Oh, as soon as you say that, I find it. There you go, you found it then. You found it! Does it have the Commander Neo? I don't know if that's what his name is specifically, but it's the Recon, the Phase 2 Recon Corps Trooper. I don't know if it's actually Commander Neo. I might be. I don't know. I have no idea the clone names. I just know that it's the Recon guy. That's all I can say for certain. Wow. Found someone who sells the first ADT for 130. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. because that's because it's a vintage set. If it's got all the figures in it, then that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, that's the one. Yep, no, that's the one then. Instead, it's selling just a bunch of other just random ones, really. So, well, that's what it's up to at the moment. That's what it's up to at the moment. I don't know. Auctions for clone troopers can go bonkers. Can go absolutely bonkers. Because I remember I sold a bundle like 3 years ago. I started off at like £20, so I think for like a bundle of 20 of them. They ended up selling for about 70. I'm just like, holy shit. That's a lot of money. But you know, not gonna complain. I mean, a lot of the Warhammer metal models that I own sold for quite a lot of money as well. Because I didn't realize how valuable those metal models were until I had a look on eBay. And it turns out they are very, very valuable. What are the other connectors called? Not the clips, the other clip things. What are the other connectors called? Not the clips, the other clip things. They're just the connector things. Usually, what like the kind of like the hands, the clips. They're just called clips. That's what they should. I think that's the general name of them be. I believe. I'm pretty certain. How about the barnacle bundle with spray cans? Not quite. Not quite. No, not quite. Yeah, no. I think now I'm gonna be saving my money because I've got a show. Got a brick show next week that I'll be going to, so I'm gonna try and save my money and see what I can get there. Be very interesting to see. Oh, the Benzie bag is just like, it's like 5 stars. What can I say? I'm a good seller. I'm a good seller. What can I say? What can I say? So since the show that I'm going to next week is supposedly well known for having a really big resellers like shops there. What set do you guys think I should keep an eye out for? Because I have a couple in mind that I would like to that I'm keeping an eye out on. A couple of figures as well. But what ones do you reckon I should keep an eye out for? Because it's kind of like people could say it's like, oh, we need the old episode 3 ones. I'm just kind of like, I literally own all of them apart from one. And that's something I'd like to do. Reorganize some of my older sets, so I got them all bagged up and in one place. They make the legs of the ATRT usually, not the ball and socket joints. Oh, the axle connected joint parts. I know what you mean. I think they're like it's joints. It's essentially. I'll tell you what. Let me get up Bricklink and I'll have a look, because I know, as I said, I know the pieces that you're on about, but I just can't for the life of me think of the names. 1 second. Axel, thank you. Ah, okay. Is it Axel? Is that what it's called? Oh, hinge. It's technically called a hinge brick, but Axel. Axel is a name for it. So, God, that old Scout Walker looks really cool as well. That's gonna have to be one to rebuild as well, I think. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that could be an interesting one to try and navigate rebuilding. I've always wanted a recon trooper, so I might place the bid. It's up to you. You can place the bid if you want to. But generally speaking, that recon trooper, I think you could find relatively cheap. Not like super cheap. Probably going to be like a 10 or 12 pounds. But I'm not. If you're just kind of after him, I'm not sure that would be the right one to go to. Recon trooper. Let's have a look. Really? Seriously? Trying to find him. I don't know what the actual name is. I'm trying to know the I'll probably place his around 2 days time. Yeah, no, it's up to you. You can do that if you would like. Trying to see if I can find that one Bricklink. Oh, Bark Trooper, that's what they're technically called. Makes a bit more sense. Oh, okay, he's more money than I thought he was. Well, I might have been able to get him for a $5, but no. Cheapest I'm seeing him is a $10. Is it bad that I prefer Commander Fox over 5s? I think a lot of Clone Trooper fans might have a lot of things to say about that. I think, especially considering what Fox did. Oh, excuse me. I think they might have a lot of things to say about that. I would have a lot of things to say that because Fox, as much as I like his armor, especially his Phase 1 design. Oh, Fox, you did some things, my guy. You did some things. Not good things. I was going to say something, but I forgot. Oh my gosh, God! Holy moly! I'm very sleepy. You think all this yawning that I'm doing, you think I'll be sleep deprived? I don't feel sleep deprived. I'm tired. I don't feel sleep deprived particularly. Maybe the heat is making me tired. It is very muggy here, I must admit. Very muggy, very warm. A wee bit unpleasant, but is what it is. Oh. I don't know if I should. Probably wants to say to try and keep going for the 2-hour mark, but I'm also just kind of saying, should I really keep going if I'm going to be yawning my head off for the next 40 minutes? I'm not so sure about that one, Chief, but no, you don't need unless you've got a genuine query about stuff that I've got for auction stand, then don't, if that's okay. That would be, I would prefer that if possible, please. Didn't help. I should have wiped out. Sorry, that wasn't my finger. Oh well. Oh well. Out to Lego Saw. Mindset is key. Remember, gift to your future self. Yeah, no, definitely. I've kind of sorted mine. The way I kind of sort my stuff out is through colour. It's a bit easier for me to sort through things that way, because then I know I separate them out into colour, then I kind of separate them out into pieces. Sometimes it can be a pain to find them, but it's a bit more efficient. It kind of narrows it down, kind of thing. Raise his hand. Is this whole thing televised? What about the auction or on eBay? You might just send a message for a copy of a Ben figure. No. No. The whole thing televised. I sure hope it isn't. Even though, unless people are playing me through their TV, then probably not. Does it count? Does it count to be televised if I'm being played on the TV right now? I'm not so sure. I don't think so. I might be wrong, but I don't know. I am not so sure. On that one, it is a good question. Yes, is the auction live on NBC? No. Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. No. Well, I'm sorry, but I was not. You deserve a lot more subs. No, thank you. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Oops. Someone on Instagram just liked a bunch of my things at once. I got like 20 notifications. All popped up on my phone. That's it, I do try. I'm slowly and surely kind of getting back into my animation mindset. I'm slowly and surely trying to get back into animating as well. We're getting there. I think I might just need to invest. I definitely need to invest into some probably new equipment now, because, as I mentioned, the main camera that I use for animating, my Canon one, I think is definitely on its way out, because it just doesn't... The live view of the camera just doesn't stay on, no matter what I do. Kind of just starts to... I don't know if it's a connection problem or something with the camera, but it's just like, eh. It's just nuts. It is crazy at the moment, but I'm looking at trying to... Because the thing is, I would use this webcam. The problem is, the light flicker is a nightmare. And anyone who saw one of my animating live streams, you'll kind of see how bad like the light flicker is. And I don't really know how to fix it. That's kind of the problem, because otherwise I would use this if I could, but the problem is they just don't know what to do. That if it's like a camera settings I need to do. My dad has one that plays called Hot Frisky, which goes for like 1,000. Oh shoot, damn. That's a lot of money. I need to tell you about this. My dad still is hanging on the dream of Universal Studios owning things like DC and Star Trek. He wants his super theme park resort featuring Gotham City. Oh dear. He's holding out hope. Does your dad, well, I'm assuming your dad likes Star Trek then. Oh, I just... There's an old brick film that I might have to link to you, Martin, that's... Oh, I should do that as a stream. Idea, guys. Idea for a stream, guys. How do you guys feel about watching classic brick, like Star Wars, on just brick films? And when I say classic, I'm talking about ones that came out like 15, 20 years ago. How do you like the sound of that? Because that could be fun. That could be a lot of fun. And I'm kind of... oh, that'd be a lot of fun. Maybe I might do that actually for a stream. Maybe I might do that. Maybe it's like one final stream here before I move on to my streaming channel setup. That'd be a lot of fun. What did you think of the Ahsoka show Lego Wave? I honestly thought Lego should have added orange lightsabers, but they was like red. Well, the problem is they were already orange, so it was kind of tricky to get that color. I see why they used the reds. It's not a big deal to me personally, but I can see why people might be a bit frustrated. But the Ahsoka wave of Lego sets wasn't bad, because I've got Ahsoka's like Jedi shuttle thing. Build that on stream. I built that one on stream before, and the wave was fine. For the most part. I know the problem is with the problem is with Lego Star Wars these days is just that it's too. They're kind of going towards an older kind of audience rather than the kids, which is kind of silly because I mean that's one, why the sets are more expensive, two, why there hasn't been as many playsets, because it's just kind of like they're not really catering to the younger audience anymore, which is a bit daft. But you know, that's my humble opinion with Lego Star Wars at the moment. He also has a Snaggletooth figure which goes for shoot 1,300. Holy moly, that's some high value collectible stuff. Yeah, he likes mostly the current gen Star Trek stuff. He's got my mum interested too because you know handsome men featured. Dang. His estimated collection is about 30 grand. Holy shit. That is a lot. That is a lot of money. But it is crazy how much stuff goes for. I tell you, you got any old vintage toys and things in relatively good condition, they'll go for a good couple of bob. Because if it's old and vintage, there is someone out there who will want it. Just note that, guys. Just note that. It's definitely an audience for it out there. Maybe I'll call them that. Here we have original Hello There. I'm gonna put him next to Martin. Yeah, it's annoying, totally agree. I think more playsets would be nice, more bigs. Well, that's the thing. This is the problem. It's the big problem, I think, as I said, with especially Lego Star Wars, really, is that they're not catering to a younger audience. They're just not catering to a younger audience anymore. Because put it this way, if they were catering to a younger audience, they would have a lot more cheaper. They would have a lot more cheaper sets. Because you think, oh, this is going to be kind of going back. And so he'd be a businessman just to buy his favorite franchises. What was I saying? I was going on a rant. The problem is with like a lot of the prices. You compare the prices, and I'm not really taking into account inflation and whatnot. I'm not taking into account in that because I think that's a shit. I think that's the shit excuse for it. When you think about the pricing of stuff, like. You rewind. Yeah, that's because the audience got. Well, the problem is with that, Martin, is that Lego is catered towards kids. Generally speaking, it's a kid's toy at the end of the day. So if they start, I don't know. Catering. I think of when I was a kid, and when all like the Revenge of the Sith stuff came out, you could buy. I think for say if you had like a £25 budget or even a £30 budget, you could buy either just the Arc 170 fighter, or you could buy a Clone Scout Walker. You could buy the transformation set. It was a lot of the stuff was kind of like the cheapest set you could buy was like £4.99, and I think some of the things were generally between £7 to £15. Wow. Guineas as it was, but as it were. Hello, Astro Train. Welcome. Hello. Just kind of having a bit of a rant about the Lego prices nowadays. Yeah, co-generation. No, but it's just ultimately, I think they're definitely losing a lot of it because I mean, this new wave is just. Prime is just a prime example of it because it's hilarious because these sets, they have like, actually that's a point. What are the ages on the boxes of these new sets, especially the expensive ones? Like, what do they say is the age range? I'd be curious to see. what it is. I'd be very, 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 very curious to see. Continue. Because, put it this way, if it's a young, put it this way, if it's for young, or if it's got like a young one, quite a young audience, then that's gonna be a shocker. It's not. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! That's mental. That is bonkers. That is bonkers, dude. Right, so the Clone Trooper and the MTT, the two most expensive sets coming out in the summer. The two most expensive sets coming out in the summer, they're rated 9+. I can assure you, I know there's a plus, but I can assure you there is going to be no 10-year-old who's going to be able to afford those sets at that price. Because when I was that young, I didn't have that amount of money to throw around and spend. So it's just, oh my gosh. It's crazy. That's to me is what's, I don't know. Some decisions that they're making is just crazy. They do need, because a couple of years ago they did a line of sets, these like small diorama, like £20 sets that would have like 3 figures. They did like a Duel of Fates one. They had a they had a carbon freezing chamber thing. They had a small Battle of Hoth diorama as well. They had like little things like that. That's what they need to start doing. They need to do things like that again, because that was good. No, I promise I'll get my Lego Soundwave. Well, if it would make stuff cheaper, then it would be better. All I gotta do is sell one vintage figure and I'll have enough to buy the entire wave like twice. I mean, it's a say. Because it's like, it's funny, it's a funny thing, because when I look at the newer stuff, I'm just kind of like, if I had kids, what I would do, I would get all my older sets. I would get all my older sets back together, and then just buy the newer figures separately, and then just let them play with the older sets with the newer figures, because that would just be better. It would be better. That's what I would do personally. I was like, you know what? Play with this. This is better. The vintage Lego is actually better than the Lego that's coming out now. I said it. It is. It just is. Damn, kill me, but whatever. I mean, I thought you said he had like one of the stuff on eBay. I thought you did. Could be wrong. I thought you said. Oh, yeah. Setting up a Dark Falcon, I found a Funko's snap figure, and it's worth around the 100+ I can find to get my dream set if it sells. Oh snap! Damn. Fair enough. The Dark Falcon. See, that's one thing that I like about the Rebuild the Galaxy show, is that they can just do the most bonkers stuff with their sets, with those sets, and they did that. I mean, hell, without Rebuild the Galaxy, we wouldn't have gotten a modern Jedi Bob, which it's a figure I still want to try and get hold of. I still want to get hold of, that. If I could get hold of an OG Jedi Bob, that would be even better. But might not be able to do that. That'd be interesting to see. Rebuild the Galaxy was really good as well. It had a surprisingly good story, which really surprised me. It really surprised me. I have to rewatch that again, because a new season of that comes out in October or September. Wow, if it's October, September, we're gonna have a couple of small Star Wars animation projects in the fall of this year, because we'll have the Rebuild the Galaxy. We have Star Wars Visions. I like you have the old. Oh wow, you have the old Bob. Damn. Wait, do you have the original gunship, Stan? Because if you do, that's a really cool set. That's a really good set to have. That's a really good one. That's a good one, because there's some very... Not only you got the 4 clones in there, but you got Bob and you got the Pearl Blue... The Pearl Blue Super Battle Droids, which are like £30 a piece if you can keep them in relatively good condition. Damn. Still waiting for the next episodes. Yeah, I think they come out in September. I know Star Wars Visions. The next season of Star Wars Visions is meant to be coming out, I think, was it October? Martin, can you remind me of when the next season of Visions was coming out? Was it October or September? Because I feel like it was October. I could be wrong. Yeah, I do, but it's a bit broken up. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. That's a set I'd like to try and get hold of actually at some point. If I could try and find it complete. But unfortunately, a lot of the people on eBay are selling the ship without any of the figures or anything. It's just kind of like, at least sell them with the clones and Bob. I'm not too bothered about the droids, which is like, at least sell them with Bob and the clone troopers, for goodness sake. That would be quite nice. That would be quite nice. Sorry, I went scrolling on Instagram. No, I was just asking as like, do you remember when the next season of Star Wars Visions is meant to premiere? Was it September or October? I'm pretty certain it was October. Because I thought it might have been September, but I'm pretty certain it's meant to be like early October. Still haven't had a trailer yet, which I'm really like, give me that trailer, because I've seen the leaked one and it looks so freaking good. I like Star Wars Visions, darn it. Star Wars Visions, so good. Like, that would be... Star Wars Visions is what I would probably recommend to people who maybe aren't really that interested in Star Wars, but are kind of curious to curious about it, because it's like, it's not like you're diving straight into like the lore and the story. It's just kind of like the Star Wars aesthetic, essentially, which is what's so cool. I just like Star Wars Visions. Star Wars Visions is just so good. October, I forgot the exact date there. Oh, okay, no, that's fine. No, I knew it was October. I couldn't remember quite which when it was. If it was September or October, but no, that's fine. Ben, sell more Lego Star Wars. I'll buy it all. I mean, to be fair, there might be a lot of stuff going on. I might be putting a lot of stuff on there in the next couple of weeks, to be fair. So keep an eye out, and then you'll see. You shall see. I want a certain librarian to watch Visions. Yeah, she really should, because she would love Visions. That's the thing. She would love it. Do you reckon we could convince her to do like a watch along in the Discord server one time? Should suggest that actually, maybe. Because I know she's curious about watching Star Wars, but she didn't know where to start. And I think we and a couple others suggested about watching Visions because she's basically a hardcore anime fan / weeb, if you want to get technical. If you want to be technical with it. We thought Star Wars Visions because it would be similar kind of visuals in like that Japanese kind of anime look, but with Star Wars. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm going to make a Star Wars vehicle mock of my newly sorted pieces, but I have no clue what to build. Chat, any suggestions? Make a clone Scout Walker. The best one that you can. I know I'm not going to say ATRT because clone Scout Walker sounds better. Build a clone Scout Walker. Why not? That's but she does have a pretty hectic schedule. She does. No, I know. I know she's busy. That's why I said about suggesting it one time. She is a busy one for sure. But are there anything Lego Star Wars you'd consider selling? there's a lot of I mean, if you're wondering about me selling any vintage stuff, then probably not, because I'm kind of keeping a lot of that. I keep umming and ahhing about whether or not to sell my Imperial Shuttle Tidarium. Because part of me, I'm just kind of like, I have the Imperial Inspection, the shuttle in that one, and I'm just kind of like, even though the shuttle is smaller, it's still an Imperial Shuttle. But I'm also like, the Imperial Shuttle Tidarium is such a good set though, and it's like, I don't know if I really want to get rid of it. But there's some stuff. I want to reply tomorrow, maybe he might be interested. Yeah, no, sure. Even if they only do that in with everyone else, it'll be interesting to see if I'd watch it with everyone, as long as they're not watching it massively late. Because I know they're doing a movie night thing at the moment. I can't remember what they're watching. Isn't it that horse racing anime thing that's like going crazy online at the moment? I don't really get it. I don't understand it, but it's just going crazy. I just remember. I just know it's going crazy for whatever reason. I just don't know why, particularly. Here's an idea. Buy the Dark Falcon, sell it for me to £1. Not quite sure that would be possible. Even if I was to put that on auction, I don't think you would get it for £1 anyway. No. The Dark Falcon does have some really good figures in it, to be fair. So, it's in one I'm tempted to get purely for the figures, but also at the same time, I'm like, again, I have a Millennium Falcon, so I'm just kind of like, I don't see the point. Yeah, the horse racing game. I don't get the buzz, but people like this. Oh, it's a game as well? I thought they were watching the actual, like, an actual anime, and it's kind of like a similar, well, there's a similar premise to that. I didn't know it was a series. I'd love to buy my very own Better Animations figure. Maybe that can be maybe that can be some merch along the line. A little, you can own me. You own a minifigure of me. To be fair, other than the helmet, the parts that I use for it is relatively simple. I mean, really, you can use any printed back legs, but I go between the ones that's here, which is like the solo legs. Again, but you can really buy any of them. This grey hoodie with a red shirt is very easy to get. The heads, you can use anything. Probably, like, you can even use the standard smiley face. The only thing that would be difficult to get is the helmet. So it's not a particularly hard figure to put together. It's a game anime. It has a whole multimedia thing in this one. Oh, it's an anime and a game, right? Okay, makes a bit more sense then. That'll explain why there's such a big following for it right now. Bro, I made you on my own collection like we got. Oh, really? Oh. Oh, if you've got on Instagram, tag me in it because I'd love to see that. I don't know if you have fun. This is kind of one reason why I wish I had a Discord, because then I could see things like that. But just opening up a Discord is just too much hassle. But if you do have an Instagram, B, do feel free share it because I'd love to see it. How's it? Netflix will probably do a live action of that horse racing anime franchise. Oh Jesus Christ! Don't even go there because they will. Oh my god. Oh my god, that would be interesting. Good lord. Good lord. Netflix. Oh, speaking of that, that's actually line of sets that's coming out in August. The One Piece stuff. The One Piece sets. They actually look really cool. There's some really good parts in there. Because I'll be very interested to see how that goes. Linux, my man, hello! How are you doing, good sir? It's been a hot minute since I've seen you. I hope you're doing well. Hope all is good. Hope all is well. Been a hot minute. I was gonna say I could set one up for you, but I don't have Discord anymore. Nah, don't worry about the Discord. That's fine. I think the only way I'd maybe do it is if someone did want to make like a fan Discord. Then by all means, I won't say no to it. But I would have like no, like it's nothing to do with me. It's just for people, for fans and community people if they wanted to do that. But me personally, I probably won't make one because it's just a lot of hassle, and I hear too many horror stories of I hear too many horror stories from Discord, so I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I really want. I don't know if I want that on my chest on my conscience and chest right now. They're already doing it. Wait, are they? I did not hear about a live action My Hero Academia. What? That's news to me. Ayo, I did not know that. To be completely honest, I kind of fell out of ways with My Hero Academia. I think I don't even know what season I got up to. Was it 4? Season 4, the one where you met the Eri, the little girl, the one that could like reverse time. Other things. That was the last season I saw. I know they've done a bunch more after that. I don't know how many more they've done, but I know they've done a bunch. I just don't know. I have no idea. I just kind of, I don't know. I lost interest in it. I don't really know why. I just kind of stopped watching it. It was a good series. It's a good series, to be fair, but I don't know. Just kind of lost interest in it. Yeah, Netflix is in early development of a live-action My Hero Academia movie with... Oh, it's a movie. Okay. A movie's not so bad. If it was a series, that would have been a bit more chessable and weird, I must admit. I don't know, man. I paused Season 2, never look back. Season 2, I can't even remember what happens in this. I really can't. I can't remember what happens in like either of the seasons. It's just how much I just don't know and don't really remember, because it's just one of those. I don't know. Would it be kind of cruel to say that it was a very forgettable series? Because that's kind of how I feel about it right now. I just I don't know. I don't know. It was meh. It was a big old bag of meh for me, I think, in the end, because I didn't stop watching it because I disliked it. I just kind of stopped because I think I just wasn't really interested in it anymore. So I don't know. What's it? Oops. 1 second. At least choose a good production partner and legit entertainment, wishing them luck in buying Lionsgate. That's true. It at least will look pretty good. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's sick. Bandit. Grand Admiral Ben, that's how I got that rank. Looks like Thrawn on the ground. Grand Admiral Ben, oh my lord. I do actually have... When I did the... you obviously weren't here, I just realised you sent that message before and I didn't see it. I do apologise. I do actually have another intro. Another intro that went through like multiple variations, and a Grand Admiral Ben does exist. He does exist, which is quite funny. Grand Admiral Ben L. Grand Admiral Ben L. That's lore. That's lore that definitely does probably won't ever exist. I'm not smart enough to be a Grand Admiral. That probably I learned to really be a stormtrooper, to be completely honest. How did the Empire hire me? I don't know. It's a good question. One I can't answer. I got My Hero Academia on my watch list since I watched the Vigilante spin-off slash prequel. I really loved it. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, the Vigilante. Oh, I did think if that was a prequel or spin-off to it. I did wonder that. Interesting. There's a lot of anime airing at the moment I kind of want to watch. I've got the what stuff is there? There's a bunch of stuff that I need to download that I want to watch that's currently airing. Can I remember the name of it? It's a fragrance for something. It's the anime the romance series that you had sent me that you're interested in watching, Martin. But I've read the manga and then it wasn't coming to English like Netflix until September for whatever bloody reason. But it's airing in Japan right now. No, not that. No, that's another one. That's one I'm kind of. Well, if I do watch that, I'll have to become a pirate. Yo ho, yo ho, yo ho. Legendary is also working on a live-action Street Fighter movie with Sony. Oh boy. Sony doesn't have a track record with some of their live-action things, so yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. Great. Crazy how just 3 months ago I had 3 bins for the bulk Lego, now it's all in my collection. Dang. I should really have a look. I should really keep an eye out for bulk things like that. It'd be very interesting. It'd be very interesting to see. So I never really think about looking at the bulk stuff until I see literally someone buy like the box of stuff and it had so much old stuff and like really old good figures in there as well. Just kind of like, oh my lord, I should really do that. I'm going to head out. I hope everyone has a good rest of your day. Yeah, no worries, Stanley. Thank you for stopping by, man. Bye-bye. Take care. Boom. So, Linux, how have you been, man? I feel like I haven't spoken or seen you since, since a certain blue penguin left Globy. Sorry to bring up a sad time. I feel like I haven't spoken to you in a while, but yeah, I hope you've been doing well. Yeah, I'm still a bit on that, but Fragrant Flowers will be worth waiting. It is, honestly, Martin. I will say you are gonna love it because I've read the manga, and it's fantastic. It's so good. It's so good. It's just fantastic. You're that one guy. I am this guy. I am this guy. Also, my Kamayoshi rip. Yeah, no, definitely. Still surprised. I'm still really. I mean, to be honest, with some of the drama and stuff that's gone on. There, I'm just kind of like. I know I haven't really been keeping up to date with a lot of agency stuff at the moment, agency corpo things. I'll hold you to that because I do love romance animes. It depends how much they adapt, I think. But the manga itself, it's good. It's very, very good. It's probably one of my favorites, I reckon. Might actually reread it at some point as well because it's that good. My goodness. Really has been a crazy couple of months, really, with all the stuff that's kind of gone on. Oh, my bad. Oh, yeah. No, I see what you mean now, B. Whoopsie. I see what you mean now. I understand. I clicked to it. I almost stopped watching VTubers now on Labour for. Oh, that's a shame. Well, I mean, it's said if the one person that you watch, that you kind of watch and interested in, just doesn't stream anymore, then it's kind of a bit of a it's a bit unfortunate, really. But you never know. There are some. You need to choose my words carefully. We'll just say that there might be some new indie VTubers debuting soon that you may be interested in, Linux. I'm not sure if you're aware. I think you are. At least I assume you are. I don't know. I'm being kind of wink wink nudge, like nudge nudge kind of thing right now, because it's like I can't just flat out say it, because she'd probably. And also, I've just got to be careful with what I say, no matter what about VTubers, because VTubers are always literally watching. The term VTubers are always watching. They will. I've just the amount of times I've had my stream just invaded by VTubers is crazy. I'm just kind of like, now I gotta be careful with what I say, because they could be lucky in here. Scary. Last year I threw away almost all my... Oh my gosh, how could you throw them away, you mad lad? How could you do that? How could you do that, you mad lad? Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't know. Just kind of like if you had sent a thing saying like what, I'll be kind of like, oh shit. Whoopsie doodle. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. I just been quiet. You. I was minding my words. I was minding my words. I was being careful. Ugh. Not compared to like one of the other. What's it? Is it Dextro? The big like Twitter thing that like posts a lot of like news thing. Who just flat out said, oh, this Galgura has debuted her new model, her new persona as this Saba, like, or whatever it's called, and she's kind of like, not really what you want to do, because there is an etiquette here with the VTubing stuff, and it's just kind of like, yeah, just flat out doing that's kind of not cool. But they obviously don't give a shit, because they were doing it for clicks. They do it for the clicks. They don't give a shit. But I don't know. I can't think of the word, but you get my point. You get my point. You gotta be careful with how you say things, because you'll get a slap. You'll get a slap, or in mine's case, a punch. True. I was being subtle. I didn't give away names. I didn't make it obvious. Somewhat. Somewhat. I was good. For the most part. Yeah, but man, what a year it's been though. And so much has gone on in the VTuber scene this like first like half year. Not over half year now. That's last 7, 8 months. We're over half. We are almost 2/3 of the way through. That's nuts. Yeah, we're almost 2/3 of the way through the year. That's crazy. You have the old Tie Bomber. Is that worth everything? Ooh. I mean, if you don't want it, I'll buy it. I want the old Tie Bomber is one I want to get. Is one I've been trying to get hold of. So if you don't want it, I'll buy it. Put it on eBay. I'll buy it. I'll buy it for £30. Joking. About 50. I think the good price for the bomber is about £50. I think, from what I've seen. Price wise of it going out and around. Here we are. Jeez. 2025. Where have you gone? What has happened? Why you go so fast? Why you no slow down? Why you no chill? My goodness. 2025. Now this is for 45 best offer. I'll take 45 as long as you throw the as long as you got the original instructions in there. I'll take it at 45. I'll take it. Oh, if you want, I'll trade you for the new bomber. How about that? I'll trade the new bomber for the old. So I like those old. I like the old ties. I like the old blue ties, so I could definitely see myself doing that. Ugh. Have a look up. Someone sent something on Instagram. Oh, that was the point. Something that just came through. The guy who did the alternate build for this, he's turned the new. I don't really know quite how he's. Oh, he must have used. He must have used like a CG instructions. He's turned the new turbo tank or juggernaut, as you want to call it. He's done an alternative build where he's turned that into the Senate dual playset. The Senate dual playset. That's what he's made the juggernaut into, and it looks really cool actually. Oh wow, that's actually really well done. Yeah. That's a good alternate build actually. Granted, I would only do that if I could get that. Someone's out here. Oh, BS. BS. It is the best. Oh, it is the best. But yeah, no, that's a very good alternative build actually. These you have by $160 the alternate build. I'm not sure I'd said I'm still. It's a good alternative build, but I still wouldn't buy that set for full price for it. Absolutely not. As I said, the only way I'm going to buy that new. I'm only going to consider buying that new turbo tank if it goes down below £100 because there's no. I am not buying that thing for any more than 100. Just flat out refuse. Don't care that much about the figures. I am just so glad that I am just not a big collector of like the modern clone figures. I'm just so glad I don't care because I feel like I'd be very mad at the fact of those Galactic Marines being in that set. Thankfully, I don't care, so I will be spending the money on it. That's a dead certain. But yeah, no, that alternate build he's done is actually really cool. Granted, they ever did a Senate dual set like that, they probably charge a similar price. Let's be real. And oh wow, it is 10 o'clock. We have been rambling for 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Holy moly. We've been doing this yapping thing pretty well. Do you reckon I've done a pretty good job on this whole yapping thing? I think I have. I think I've done pretty good. Whoa. I just like the 327th and the 322nd and the 501st. I just like I like these guys. I like OGs. They're the only ones that I like. I'm not really that arsed about clone figures. I'm just not. Doesn't bother me. Really? Wait, this is your first Yap stream? Oh no. I've done a couple. I think I started doing these. I started kind of doing these Yap streams. I think a couple of months ago, because when I don't know if some people might remember, but in the fall, autumn last year, I was having issues with my wrists. wasn't quite carpal tunnel, but I think I had like a strain injury in my wrist, so I couldn't animate or play games. And I had a scheduled stream, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna rechange this into a just chatting stream and see what happens. And they were quite fun to do. They were quite successful. So I was just like, you know what, I will do these every now and then because they're quite fun, just to ramble / yap. And I do little extra things with like the webcam, putting some stuff on here as well, showing off some builds among other stuff. But the 7 medals for all the yapping you've done. 7 medal, the 7 medal reward for the yapping. I know multiple people who deserves that medal for sure. Oh, yeah. Maybe I can start wrapping it up. Unless there's anything else people want to talk about, maybe? Oh, I see. Yeah, but basically these yapping streams kind of just started. They basically started from this wrist that got crippled. That got crippled one day. So, but yeah, no, they're fun to do. I have fun with them, and I assume because I deserve a medal in yapping. That's true. To be honest, you deserve a medal for putting up with my bullshit. He deserves a bullshit reward for putting up with his stupid... For putting up with me for being an absolute twit. That's what you deserve. No, I'm tapped out of yaps. Tapped out of yaps? Fair enough. No, my entertainment. I can't yap forever. I mean, I could, but I would end up losing my voice. And if I lose my voice, I definitely can't do the yaps. Definitely can't do the yaps if I lose my voice, Mr. B. Definitely can't do that. But no, I can... These ones are just kind of fun to do, maybe one every couple of weeks, because it's kind of like you can really build up to stuff. Well, I'm never getting a paycheck from you, so I'll take a medal. Hey, again, you agreed to do this for free, so you know, it's just how it be. It's how it be. It's how it be. It just be like that sometimes. That it be. I got no idea where I was going with that little rambles. Karaoke stream when... Oh gosh, I don't think I'm ready for that. I don't think I'm ready for a karaoke stream. Holy. In Darth Vader voice. No. Oh god, did I actually... one more little yap before I do go. I'm just seeing if there's anyone to read. I don't think there is. Particularly no, there isn't. So that's fine. We'll won't bother with that. I'm back in April. I went and saw Revenge of the Sith in the cinema when it was re-released for its 20th anniversary, and hilarious. It was so funny because a lot of the time, like a lot of the memes in Revenge of the Sith. A lot of the memes in Revenge of the Sith. It's like usually I can kind of switch off and just kind of like and actually get into like watching the film and switch off from the memes. But the part where he goes no, I actually laughed. I couldn't keep it in because I was like, oh, that sounds so bad. I know it's meant to be emotional, but it just sounds so bad. Oh, I was like, that's the only part that I really laughed at. Like anything else, I was fine with, but that I was just like, oh, I couldn't hold it in. I was just literally like, literally like that. I just couldn't. I just was like, oh. Somehow it sounds worse in the cinema. And Darth Vader's voice, do it, coward. Maybe if I reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'll do one. Maybe. Spread the word. If Ben reaches 2,000 subscribers, he might do a karaoke stream. Maybe. But that's a big maybe. Although I can't really say maybe now because people will clip it. People clip it and post it everywhere saying, get him to 2,000, make him do a karaoke stream, make him sing some utter crap. Because he does not have a singing voice or whatsoever. Oh gosh. It would be... The problem is though, is that with things like that, I wouldn't sing anything. I would just sing really stupid stuff. I'd probably sing things like the eBay song or the Showdown of Ultimate Destiny. That's an old one. Ooh. In Darth Jar Jar voice, you sir underestimate Misa's power in the dark side. Misa gonna hurt you, sir. Oh dear. But you know what? I'm gonna be a man of my word. I'm going to say this. If I reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I will do a karaoke stream. Frick it, F it. I'm putting it out there. You can clip it if you want. Get me to 2,000 subscribers. Get this channel to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'll do it. I'll do it. Because I am a man of my word. I am not a coward. I'll do it. Bum ba da bum bum bum. Alright. That'd be interesting to see if my subscriber count goes up. That'd be interesting to see if there's a spike in my subscriber count in the next month or so. Deal. Oh, you fool. Oh god. Oh, Linux is gonna clip it and spread it everywhere. Oh god. I regret my decision already. No, I'm not. I'm not a coward. I'm not a coward. I refuse to admit defeat. I will. Jar Jar Binks voice acting stream, man. I don't think. Was it really that good? Misa don't think my Jar Jar Binks is that good. On second thought, no. Not really, no. It's embarrassing. And my fame might be vanished. If I go back there, they will do terrible things to me. Horrible things to me if Misa going back there. That's horrible. Never do voice acting, Ben. Never do it. Right, now that I basically signed my soul away to potentially do a karaoke stream this year, anything else? You know the rules, and so do I. I mean, to be fair, that'll probably be another one I do. I'd sing as well, because there's only a select number of songs that I generally can sing. Throughout. I did go a bit German. I do admit, a bit of German accent kind of came out a little bit there. And so, oh god, I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to offend the Germans though. I don't want to offend the Germans right now with my very terrible and stereotypical German accent. Yeah, not good. It is not good. Pure cinema. I know you're lying. I know you are lying about that. It's not pure cinema. It's pure bollocks. Is what it is. Pure and utter bollocks. Oh dear. Lord. Oh boy. Well, as I was saying, there's only really a couple of songs that I could note. I don't know. When I say the song Showdown of Ultimate Destiny, do any of you guys know what I mean? Or am I just too old? Am I too old? Let's get out of here before we actually attract the attention of Germans. Oh no, it's fine. They're all asleep. Or at least they'll all be going to sleep anyway. They're an hour ahead of us. They ramble a little bit more. As I say, just a genuine question. Like, does anyone know what I mean when I say Showdown of Ultimate Destiny? That song. Does anyone know that one? Because if people don't, I'm just obviously too old. I have no idea. Oh, it's so good. It's one that I could probably... I generally... Not to toot my own horn, but it's one I could probably sing in pretty much one go because I just heard it so many times. You guys have got to watch it. Try singing it first, bruh. Bruh, I know what you're trying to do, Linux. I know what you're trying to do. Absolutely no idea. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm just too old. I'm too old then. Let's have a think. I'll do the first. I'll do the first like opening verse bit. I'm trying to get the like tune, trying to get like the tune going in my head. Dude, old Godzilla was hopping around Tokyo City like a big playground, and suddenly Batman burst from the shade and hit Godzilla with a bat grenade. Godzilla got pissed and began to attack, but didn't expect to be brought by Shaq, who proceeded to open up a can of Shaq Blue. When Harry Carter came out of the blue, started beating up Shaquille O'Neal, then they both got flattened by the Batmobile. It's a mouthful. It's a mouthful. You got to take breaths. But before we could make it back to the Batcave, Abraham Lincoln pops out of his grave and took an AK-47 out from under his hat and blew Batman away with a rat-a-tat-tat. But he ran out of bullets and he ran away, 'cause Optimus Prime came to save the day. That's it. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. If you get the karaoke goal, you got to do the Star Wars parody of it. No, if I do get the karaoke goal, I'm gonna sing I'm Han Solo. I'm gonna sing that one. I'll sing that one. I'll really traumatize you guys. Oh shit. I said it as a joke, but it would actually be kind of hilarious just to sing like really stupid ass like meme songs, really. That would honestly be hilarious. Fire. You guys, stop it. Stop it. Flattering me. Oh, but no, that song is actually really hard to do. I'm really surprised at how those guys can sing that about like such honest at best. Like mad respect to people who can do the singing like that. Crazy. Karaoke. Oh god, Paz, why are you here now when I'm talking about the karaoke stuff? Oh no, why? Hello, Paz. How's it going? Yeah. Is that the one on the Star Wars Dance game? Yes. I'm Han Solo. I'm Han Solo. Blah blah blah. That's basically the only lyrics I know, so I'd have to learn. Any tips for stop motion? What tips are you looking for, Beam? Anything in particular, like camera, software, and whatnot? Camera wise, I'd say go with like one of these. Go with like a webcam like this, because they're pretty good for getting good shots. I DM'd her about the karaoke, bruh. Bruh. I have people. You both sent that at the exact same time. DM'd her about the karaoke. I have people in high places that tell me things. Oh dear, lol. Well, Paz, the basic premise is. Don't worry, Paz. I'm probably only gonna be streaming for probably another 10 more minutes, and then probably gonna wrap it up. We just kind of. I was gonna wrap up about 20 minutes ago. Not moving the camera when hitting capture. Yeah, that's a good one as well. But when you have like animation software, you wouldn't be able to do that as well. So make sure it's obviously the camera is stuck down as well. As I said, don't worry, Paz. I'll probably only be streaming for another 10 minutes. But basically, the premise of the reason you hear karaoke is that it kind of came from Linux. But I said, you know what? I said if this channel reaches 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'll do a karaoke stream. But end of the year, so. And knowing my luck, he's going to knowing my luck, that part's going to get clipped and it's going to be spread around the internet. Oh lord, lordy lord. What song specifically would you be doing karaoke to? Oh, that's a secret. I can't reveal everything that I would do. The only things I would say is there'd be stupid slash meme songs, really. That's probably what I do. So I won't reveal the ideas I have. I've got some very stupid ones, shall we say. But yeah. time you get in the same Barbie girl. Why? Oh my gosh. The dumbass thing is that I pretty much know that song almost off by heart, which is what's terrible. 320? I thought it was like 220. I thought it was like 220. Or am I doing maths wrong? I thought I was at like 1.7. I thought I was at like 1,780. I thought it was like, that's 200. I don't know. Oh, why am I saying 200? No, it's definitely 300. You've definitely got a 300. It's 320 more. It's definitely not 220. What am I doing? Because it's suffering. I think the only way I would sing a Barbie Girl on stream is if someone actually if someone actually paid me. I will actively refuse. I actively refuse to do that. So I will not do it unless someone sends me like, I don't know. Someone sends me a $5, then maybe I'll do it. Then maybe I'll sing it. Maybe I'll consider it. I bet it takes only a couple of months. I don't know. I have to wait and I have to see about that one. Just depends. It just depends if Linux is sharing it around to people. Might be a bit worried. Might be a bit worried to be sharing it around in places. And checks my wallet. If I'm talking about, I mean, like, you want me to sing it? I've got. There is. If you want it, if you does it again, if you guys want to support me, are you not being Karen voice? I didn't. There's been a lot of messages coming, going. But I'm not ignoring you. I promise. I'm gonna tell my school and everyone I meet for the next 5 months. Oh, bruh. I got my connection. Oh, great. Oh, great. Tremendous. Oh dear. Just do the ugly girl parody. Checks my wallet. I better not see a dono notification pop up on here right now. If I see that, I'm gonna yell. If someone actually does it, I'm actually gonna go crazy. And you have to switch from the Ken voice and Bobby voice. What? Hi, Bobby. Hi, Ken. Fucking hell! What am I doing? What am I doing? I need to wrap this up. So I'm just making this worse for myself right now. I would say, Paz. First, we've actually got to get to 2,000 subscribers, and then someone's got to donate. So until that happens, it's not going. We're not doing it. So yeah, no lower for again. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Ken. Everything is awesome. As one to sing. Oh, there's another one I can sing as well. Oh my god. There's some stupid ones. Do you know what I'm gonna make? If I do reach 2,000 subscribers, I'm gonna curse you all. I'm gonna sing the catchy song from Lego Movie 2. I'm gonna sing that one. If you just warning now. You get me to 2,000 subscribers, I'm gonna sing the catchy song from Lego Movie 2. And, this song's gonna get stuck inside this song's gonna get stuck inside your head. Okay, I need to do the Batman theme song. Batman. Let me stop being rude and I don't know. I said, don't do it now. No, not that one. This is your fate. No, Linux, this is your fate. This is your fate. If I get to 2,000 subscribers, I'm singing it. This is your fate. It's so catchy. It's such a catchy song. Gonna make you happy. Don't try to fight and sing along. Okay, you can get out of it now. Oh dear. Oh. Batman. Oh gosh. I mean, I'm not gonna even consider this until my channel breaks like maybe 1,900 subscribers in like a couple of weeks, and maybe I'll start writing the list down. But like, in case you gotta do another Renaissance. No, we'll wait and see. I'll have to wait and see. They said we got it. You want me to do it? Get my channel to 2,000 subscribers. Get that and do that, and then it will happen. The Zodiac X one would be good, and to be fair, that's a short one, so generally, yeah, could do. Right. I think before I embarrass myself anymore, I think I'm gonna probably wrap this up now. There's no one to rate, so so we can kind of wrap this up here. You've already ruined the fun of this for me. And I see, Sanji, I've already heard you sing that. I know you have. So you have chosen death. What? I've not chosen death. Absolutely not. I've already heard you sing that. I know you have, Paz, because you hear me sing that in our Minecraft sessions that we have. Oh, a sailor's life. Nope, we're not doing that. No more singing. I have given you enough singing for one freaking stream. No more singing now until 2,000 subscribers. Do it. Go do it if you really want me. If you really want me to. Right. Okay. So all serious now. Oh, that was a crazy couple of minutes. Oh, that was fun. Good fun. Good laugh. Right. So my plan for next week, we're going to have a little announcement video next Friday. I'm hoping to have it out for. I'll be announcing the streaming channel and whatnot, but all the details of that stream, of what's going to be happening with that channel and whatnot will be in that video. So don't worry, it's all going to be there. Do not worry. I'm not dying. Oops, I just turned my light off. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. Yeah, no, I am slowly working on stuff. I think once I get stuff sorted for my new channel, then I'll probably continue doing continue some of my other animation projects I've got as well. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the lookout for the week, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Oops, sorry, Obi-Wan. Just hit Obi-Wan. Alright, thank you very much for listening to me and watching as well, I suppose. I hope you enjoyed this. It was a good laugh as always. And I will see you guys during the next week, I am sure. Goodbye from here. Have a good evening, everyone. Wow.